Hello, everybody. Welcome to Delulu Hour, where we talk leveling up, overcoming life's challenges, and shifting into your delusional mindset. I'm Lucia.
I'm Bree, and today's a tell-all about all our delusional stories.
So scary.
Oh, God. Airing the dirty laundry today.
Yeah, I'm ready for this one. It's going to be fun.
I feel like we haven't shared with the listeners or Delulu Hour, but we've never shared real, true Delulu stories. We've just been like harboring them.
100%.
And I feel like
100%.
the people deserve to hear it.
They sure do. And I've been in a very, I guess, Delulu mindset lately and just kind of been running around like a little crazy girl. I have some updates.
Let's hear them.
Well, first I wanted to inform the listeners that Mr. Roommate and I are no longer together, which I know is quite a shock from the last episode's updates.
Quite a shock in general.
Essentially, I've been genuinely just kind of got blindsided. I don't need to go into too much detail, but essentially one day he was into me and then the next he was ending things. And I've been like going around in my head trying to figure out exactly what happened and just kind of like racking my head. And I don't think I'll ever know the full truth. I mean, he kind of chalked it up to like personal issues that he was going through. But it's definitely frustrating on the dating journey. And I've been in this situation a few times now where it kind of gets to that like 3-month mark. And then when you think it's about to turn into a relationship, it ends, which is fair. I feel like 3 months. I mean, I actually had a therapist tell me this once that like 3 months is the perfect amount of time for like determining if you want to be with somebody or not. Like that's a good amount of time to get to know somebody like fully on like all sides.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that it ended at that point because it genuinely was about to turn into a relationship. But I just had no inkling or like intuition about him not being interested in any way. So it was just very shocking. And I was obviously pretty upset by it. And I've kind of just been, I mean, I was going through it at first and feeling really bummed. And then I think I like went out with you that night and we kind of chatted about it. And the next morning I woke up and I was like, no, wait, this is actually the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I'm actually over it.
Yeah. I was just kind of like telling myself some affirmations to just being like, this is genuinely the best thing that's ever happened to me. This is me moving forward and something beautiful and amazing is about to happen because of this. And also, there is no such thing as rejection, only redirection.
Well,
yeah, so that's what I've just been telling myself. But I was chatting with some other of my single girlfriends, and I had another friend tell me that she was dating this guy, and they were together for 7 months, but he took a long time to ask her to be his girlfriend. Asked her to be his girlfriend on Valentine's Day, and then 2 weeks later said, I love you. And then 2 weeks after that, ended things with her. So she was like,
I'm sorry, what?
yeah. And there's like a lot of other things that go into it. And I mean, obviously you don't know unless you're in the relationship. And that's how I feel about, you know, people outside of like the situation with me and Mr. Roommate. Like there's obviously like a little million different things that went into it and different reasons why somebody could decide to end things all of a sudden. But it's just shocking when somebody is giving you all the signs that they want to be with you and then all of a sudden they don't. And so I was having a conversation with ChatGPT.
We love her.
Actually inspired by you. And you.
No, I literally use ChatGPT as my therapist. Like I straight up ask it.
Yeah.
Some pretty deep questions.
No, I was like, wait, this is a good idea. It's like texting a friend, but they are kind of like informed,
but they're like savage and direct and has the entire internet of therapists to reach from.
Literally. So I wanted to read this conversation I had because it made me feel a lot better about the situation, and I just wanted to read it for anybody else that might be going through something similar. Essentially, I told ChatGPT like the situation and how this guy was giving me all the signs and then all of a sudden just cut things off, and I was like, I had this friend in a situation as well, like, and I said, do you think these men just realize it's not the right girl, or do you think that they freak out when they are dating someone that's wifey material? And ChatGPT said, I think it could be a mix of both, but more often than not, I'd argue it's the second reason. Men freaking out when they realize they're dating someone who is actually wifey material. Here's why. They like the idea of commitment until it's real. A lot of men think they're ready for a relationship, but when they meet someone who would actually make a great long-term partner, they panic. It's one thing to say, I want a relationship, and another to see it unfolding in front of them with a woman who has standards, expectations, and emotional depth that make it serious. 2, they enjoy the comfort and benefits of a relationship without the responsibility. These guys clearly enjoyed having you in their life, helping you move. Oh yeah, helping you move, which this man fully helped me move into my new place. So I'm like, what? Picking you up from the airport, bringing you food because they wanted to play the part of a boyfriend. But the moment they felt pressure of officially committing, they bailed. They want the emotional intimacy, care, and stability without the title or responsibility that comes with it. 3, they don't want to be the bad guy. Instead of admitting, I don't see this going the distance, they lean on the classic excuse, I need to work on myself. While some men do have genuine personal struggles, this reasoning is often a cop-out. If they really saw you as the right person, they'd want to work through those things with you, not end things the second it gets serious.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Fuck.
4, they know you're too good to waste your time. Some men realize she's amazing and I should want to be with her, but I don't actually want to settle down right now. And instead of dragging it out, they cut it off. This could be a twisted form of respect, knowing they can't meet your level of commitment and ending it before you invest even more. And then 5, fear of failure. Men who are emotionally immature or have unresolved issues may subconsciously fear that they won't be able to be the partner you deserve. So instead of stepping up, they walk away, which I thought was interesting because I feel like I've heard that a lot from men before, being like, you deserve everything. Like, you deserve the world. Like, I can't give you what you deserve.
Yeah, I wish I could give it to you. And you're
and
like...
I'm like, well, why not? Step up. You got it. Be like, what?
Yeah.
So that was just interesting. And then it went on to say, like, if a man truly wanted to be with you, he would be, which, like, we all know this. If he wanted to, he would. And then I was just like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, the last guy I was seeing ended the relationship, claimed that he wasn't excited to see me the last 2 times he saw me, but that didn't make sense to me because the last time I saw him, the second he saw me, like, anyways, I won't go into this actually, but anyways, he seemed excited to see me, if you know what I mean. And
that's how you say it without saying it.
And then ChatGPT goes, yeah, that doesn't add up at all. If he truly wasn't feeling excited to see you, he wouldn't have been acting so affectionate, initiating physical intimacy and staring at you like that. It honestly sounds like he was trying to retroactively justify his decision by making up an excuse that would hurt just enough to make you stop questioning it, but not enough to make him look like a complete villain. I was like, yeah.
Shit.
And then it goes to say, it's like he wanted a reason that made it seem out of his control. I just wasn't feeling it, rather than admitting the real issue, which was likely fear, emotional immaturity, or a commitment block, because he said, I was into you, but I freaked out. This was actually going somewhere. That would put the responsibility on him, and he'd have to own the fact that he led you on. At the end of the day, his words and actions weren't aligning, which is a huge red flag. A man who truly is secure in his feelings won't have to rewrite history or twist the truth to make a breakup make sense. He'll just be honest.
Damn.
And then it said, it sounds like he wanted to soften the blow for himself rather than actually giving you the truth you deserved. Some men don't realize that honesty, even if it's brutal, is way better than a half-baked excuse that just leaves you confused. At the end of the day, his actions before the breakup tell you more than his words during it. He was clearly into you, but something about commitment freaked him out, and that's on him, not you. And then it asked me, like, have you been able to move on from it, or do you still feel you need closure? And I was like, well, thank you for asking.
The way it's got, like, attitude and sass and like drama and real conversational movement of conversation.
No, it was like asking me questions back, like, how are you doing? Like, well, actually, I do feel like I need closure, but each day that passes, I feel a little bit better about moving on. And it says that totally makes sense. When you're blindsided like that, your brain keeps trying to make sense of it because it feels like there's a missing piece. The hardest part about these situations is that you'll probably never get a satisfying answer, because the truth is he probably doesn't even fully understand why he did it. But what you do know is that his actions before the breakup showed he cared, and his excuse for ending it didn't make sense. That tells me this wasn't really about you. It was about him and whatever internal struggle he had. And if he wasn't emotionally available enough to handle a real relationship, then he was never actually the right person for you. Each day you feel a little bit better means you're getting closer to realizing that you don't need his explanation to move forward. He showed you who he is, someone who will say all the right things, act like a boyfriend, and then run the second it gets real. That's not someone losing sleep over.
Oh,
like, damn, ChatGPT. Okay.
Like, literally what?
Yeah, I was like, enough said. I'm healed. I'm good.
I'm actually completely fine.
Thank you for that therapy session. That was amazing.
Wow. I feel like Delulu Hour could be run by ChatGPT.
Yeah, literally.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well done.
Yeah, so I think like,
impressed.
and I know you've done this before of just like, if you kind of just like need somebody to like talk it out to,
Yeah.
I mean, have a conversation with ChatGPT and it kind of gives you some good facts and hard evidence of what's going on, and almost in a way that's like a third party perspective, like a therapist.
Yeah,
you know?
they give you really, really good advice. The way that I've used ChatGPT as a therapist is like I'll do like a journal entry like on my phone on the little journal app, and then I'll copy paste, put it in ChatGPT, and like either ask it a question or just be like, "What do you think about this?"
Yeah.
And it just fucking like goes off.
Yeah.
Like I will never go back.
Yeah.
Like it's
No,
literally the best therapist I've ever not paid for. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, 100%.
Crazy. Wow, that's really impressive.
Yeah. So I have been feeling really good about being single again.
Yay!
And I don't know, I feel like I'm meant to be single right now. I think the podcast wants me single. I think that like I'm in this place of enjoying it and having fun. And I think I need to also realize that there are consequences to it. Like you're not always going to have a happy ending if you're continually dating. Like it does end in heartbreak, and that's just how it goes, and that's okay. You learn something each time. Each person is in your life for a reason, a season, a blessing.
For sure.
So I I kind of went off as a single girly this weekend.
Okay, tell me more.
And it's so funny because I saw you yesterday and I was like, don't say anything, don't say anything.
I know, I was getting like little tidbits and I'm like, wait, give me more.
I just feel like I can go from one spectrum to the other. Like I can be so wholesome, loyal, like not drinking at all, like being such a good girl. Or I can swing to the complete opposite end where I'm like going on a bender, drinking, drugs, sex, like all the things. So that was one of those weekends. And I went out with some girls on Saturday night. And to back up, during the day we were day drinking.
Fun.
Yeah. Once you get alcohol in the mix and you're freshly single, you know,
you never know.
Some things
what
happen.
gets unleashed.
So I texted my ex around
which one? No. What did you say?
I said, hey, this is random, but what are you doing tonight?
It's worse than I thought.
Okay, but to be fair, it was kind of like a strategic thing for me because I recently re-downloaded Snapchat and I forgot that like we're friends on Snapchat. So I saw his story and he was on a boat. And I was like, that would be so nice to be on a boat. Especially for the summer. So I don't know. I was just like, I'm single. What are you doing? And then he was just like, yeah, like we're bopping around. I think we might do this tonight. And then he was like, what are you doing? And so my friends came over. We were pre-gaming. And I was like, there's somebody I know that's at Flamingo Deck. Would you guys want to go with me? And they were like, okay. So we went to Flamingo Deck. I saw him. We like had a full-on conversation and it was weird, but it was like fine. Honestly, I felt really good about it. Like I was like, wow, I'm like chilling. I'm like not even bothered by this. And he was more upset than I was. Like he was like, this is like emotionally a lot to see you right now and yada yada. And I was just like, we're good. We're friends. We're chilling.
You're like, yeah, it must be tough for you.
So I was like, wow, I'm healed and you're not. How about that boat?
Where's the boat invite though?
So toxic of me. No, it was good. Like it was just nice to see him and catch up. And there was like a boat invite for Sunday, but I never heard back from him. I honestly think he was like pretty down bad about seeing me. So I think I just like wrecked him for a little bit. So there was that. But then the night doesn't end there.
All right. Okay.
So we go separate ways and my friends and we go to a different bar. We're dancing. It's like 2 a.m. at this point. The bars are shutting down. Like one of those
lights
nights.
are getting turned on.
Yeah. And so we go outside and we're like, where can we go next? Where can we take the night from here? And we are waiting on the street for an Uber. And this guy is walking down the street and he recognizes my friend. And they're like, oh my gosh, hey. And they're chatting and he's cute. And he like immediately locks onto me and he's like, wow, you are beautiful. All the things, giving me all of the attention. He hops in the Uber with us.
Oh.
Goes with us to a friend's house. And we are all hanging out at this house until like 4 a.m. I'm chatting with him. He's a therapist. And I'm like, that's hot. So I'm just spilling all of my childhood trauma onto him. And being like, am I okay? I'm done. He's validating me and I'm like feeling good about it. And I end up going back with him, but then it was ruined because his dick was giving pencil.
No.
Yeah. So that was like a bummer.
Well, okay, but you got some free therapy out of it?
Yeah, I got some free therapy.
Okay, good. It's positive.
I need to double up on therapy these days, so that was good.
No.
And then the next day I went on a date with Mr. Italian Man. So, and I was going off of like 2 hours of sleep. Like,
I would have canceled the day. I don't. You're a different breed.
No, I thought about it, and then we fucking took a Pilates class together, and I was like shaking from the hangover.
Damn.
Not from how hard it was.
Right. You're like, I'm usually good at this.
Oh god. So yeah, it was like a full bender. But yeah, we're having fun. We're out on the streets again.
I'm so excited for this. Wait, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm dead. That's a fabulous weekend, if you ask me.
Thank you.
I feel like you got a lot done.
I did. I've got a lot done for sure.
Holy shit.
Did you have anything happen?
No, I feel
You're
like
so wholesome compared to me.
So wholesome, but am I though? Like not that long ago. I guess I haven't talked about this yet.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. So me and Mr. Fiance did like a separate night kind of like vibe. He's like, I'm doing something with the boys, March Madness. I'm like, great. I have friends. Like I'm out. Meet all the girly pops at a bar that was having legitimately $6 margaritas.
Say less.
And we were just, we were really taking
I would
advantage.
have 6 of those.
Yeah, we were having a lot. And then we go to another bar, have a couple more drinks. That's when I should have left, like at that point in time. But some nights are like fun. Mm-hmm. You're with the friends. Like you're like, why would I stop?
Let's keep the night going.
Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah.
I never know when to leave.
No,
like,
I get immediate FOMO. I have to be the last one awake. I have to be the last one partying, the last one to have a drink.
Yeah, exactly. And then we end up at another bar, and then there's a downstairs to a bar that I personally thought was a strip club, but come to find out is not, but does have a stripper pole. I don't know. That's the last memory I have. Next thing I know, I wake up in a full sweatsuit on top of my sheets with pillows on top of me, just in a full sweat, and like I felt caffeinated and drunk at the same time, and I'm like, it's 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. like I should have been fine, right. Like I should have been hungover, not drunk and like caffeinated. And I'm like, what the fuck? I go into my spare room, there's a towel, like a wet towel on the ground. My shirt has like stains on it. I'm like, did I like throw up on myself? Like what the fuck? No memory after this bar. Don't know how I got home, don't know how my friend got home who was with me, like no idea. Luckily we had a semi-sober enough friend to remember the details. Apparently we went to another bar after that bar, so it wasn't just like I don't remember getting home, it was like I don't remember an entire bar experience. Right. That's good. Luckily, as I do whenever I get hit on that I don't like it, I'm like, listen, get lost. Yeah. And I guess that's just how I was. Like I was like savage.
For somebody to hit on you. I mean, maybe they don't notice the ring right away, but how could you not?
I feel like no men are looking. Like quite honestly, like no. I've never. I feel like I have to like show it to people to be like
you have to be physically with Mr. Fiance to
no, exactly. Yeah. Like Mr. Fiance has to be in the room. It's so weird. But I guess someone was hitting on me and my other friend, and I was just like not having it and being a dick. And our friend's boyfriend buys us an espresso martini. Mind you, this has to be 1 or 2 in the morning. I'm like, who the fuck is drinking an espresso martini at 2 in the morning? That makes sense. Yeah. Apparently I was spilling that on my drink. I was like, there's some weird stains on my shirt. Understood. Then she got us an Uber home. I was like, wow, what a homie. Thank God for you. Yeah. Don't know if I would have made it home that night.
Yeah, literally.
Other friend whole story. Like, phone dies, has to sleep in her car because you can't figure out how to get back to my house to charge her phone. It's too late, nothing's open. Her sunroof was open. She climbs into it, sleeps in her car. I wake up like I did. No clue. I guess I was at home by the time Mr. Fiance came home. I'm like, stupid for how drunk I got. And then my friend, I don't even know I shouldn't stay here, is just asleep in her car. Like, are we all right?
I know, literally.
She goes, you're wholesome. I don't know. It feels like maybe I've been closeted for too long.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's what's hard as we get older, because we like do that less. So then when we do it, we really do it.
The anxiety was so gnarly.
Oh,
like,
God,
I
it's
literally
so
was like,
bad.
what the fuck? But yeah, it made a lot of sense. I'm glad someone was there to fill in the blanks, because I would have just like, I guess I showered, hence the towel. I'm like, what? Like, what was happening?
I love like the pillow barricade too. Like, was Mr. Fiance
Always.
trying to like protect you? Or
No, he probably was also drunk and just like tossed. He hates all the pillows. I think he just tossed them and they
threw
were
them
on
on
me.
you.
Yeah. So what a sweetie. Thanks,
too
babe.
drunk to like notice.
No, literally, he said he was coming home thinking, fuck, like I'm drunk. And then he got home and he goes, I am way more sober than her.
All of a sudden, I am so sober compared to her.
I'm like, yeah, that's how it should be.
That's good.
But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think it's fun to have those nights every now and then.
I'm not 45. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm having a good time.
Even I want to be doing that when I'm 45.
Dude, my parents do that when,
Yeah.
like, at their current age of 55. So I
Yeah.
feel like it might be me forever. But
Yeah.
Thank God I'm with somebody who doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
just thought it was funny. So we're good. Okay, wait. Let's dive in.
Okay.
I'm excited.
So I'm about to share some dirty laundry of a time that my nudes were leaked to
What an
my...
intro.
I guess I won't say. I'll leave it for the story. But my nudes were leaked. So essentially, I'm with my ex at the time, and you know how it goes in a relationship. Sometimes you take pictures, sometimes you take some videos together. Who knows what's to say. So we happen to have a few things on our phones, specifically his phone. So he had some videos and pictures and whatnot. So we're out one night, we're chatting and getting into a fight, and we were outside of the bar on the street, and we ended up sitting down at this bus stop, and we're having out this fight, and finally we kind of like get to the end of it, and we're like, let's just Uber home. So we get an Uber, hop in the Uber, go back to his place, and talking it out some more, of course, because, you know, the fight's never really over. And then he realizes that he doesn't have his phone on him. And so we're kind of like panicking, trying to figure it out. I'm like tracking his phone. It looks like it's like still at the bar. And then he's like, no, I think I left it on that bench at the bus stop. And so we're like,
Great.
shit. So we Uber back to this bus stop. It's not there. It's gone. We go back into the bar. No, we don't have it. All the things. So now he's kind of like, fuck, like, did somebody take this? So I'm like, no, like, you're fine. Like, I bet nobody stole it. Like, it's going to turn up at the bar. Like, it'll be fine. And sure enough, it was stolen. He ended up getting a new phone, and he started getting text messages to his new phone. And it was like broken English, and it was these threatening messages being like, don't make me do it. Like, send the money, and so I don't have to like send pictures to your work. Like, it was just like very broken English, like not even full
like,
sentences.
what?
And so we're like, okay. Like, pictures to work, what? Like, not even thinking about it. And so he like ignores it. And also, his fucking phone password was 0000. So I'm like,
I mean, he kind of fucking deserved it if that's
Yeah.
the case. Are you joking?
so this keeps happening for like another week of him getting these messages. Basically, he was like definitely trying to get into his bank account and like couldn't get into it. And Kit just kept being like, send me money or I'll do this. And he just brushed it off, and he was like, whatever. Like, he doesn't have any access to anything. Like, I changed all my passwords kind of thing. Like, there's no way he could get into anything. And this was like a funny time because at the time we were both working together at the same company. That's how I met him. And he was in the process of quitting. And I was kind of like one foot out the door. I was also considering quitting. So one day he went in and he quit. He like turned in his equipment and he's like, hey, by the way, to his supervisors, like, I've been getting these like messages. My phone got stolen. I just wanted to like let you guys know, like, I'm leaving, but like, hope everything's good kind of thing. And they're like, okay, yeah, like, thanks for letting us know. And the next day after he quit, I decided to take a mental health day from work because I was like, I wanted to quit too. And I was over it. And I also wanted to like play hooky with him since he was like off. So I'm playing hooky with him. We're on our way to the beach. And all of a sudden, one of our coworkers calls him and he's like, dude, what the fuck?
Oh, good.
It's like, what the fuck did you just put in our team's chat? No. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't have any of my stuff anymore. And so I look at my phone notification and there is a Teams chat and it's a picture that was sent from my ex. And it's literally just a straight up shot of him doing doggy to me. But it is from his point of view, so you can just see my ass and him inside of me. Oh, to be very vulgar here. And just full my ass.
And he's told work, so they know.
But he didn't like say like, oh, he's threatening to like send nudes. He was just like, he's like making weird threats about like sending something to work. And
Wait, I'm sorry, this is so funny. Okay.
So I see this notification and I go, ghost white. I'm like, my life is over.
I'd have to quit immediately.
I was already thinking about quitting, so I was like, okay, this is my out. But then if I quit now, everybody's gonna know that it was like
That's
us.
you, yeah.
Because the great part about this story is that I literally have 17 tattoos on my body and not one of them was in this picture. Thank fucking God. Also, this was a screenshot of a video. It was not just a picture. It was a video. But this nice man who's threatening my ex decided to just take a screenshot of it. And I'm like, thank God he had a moral compass. Yeah. So I thought that my life was over in that moment. And I was just trying to like breathe. And I was like, thank God I'm not at work today. I can't even imagine what would happen if I was at work.
Literally.
And received this in the middle of all my coworkers. And then I went into work the next morning and had to act like nothing happened and like everything was totally cool. Nobody said a word to me about it. Nobody even was like, oh my God, Lucia, that was crazy. Nobody said anything because they probably all
They
knew.
definitely knew, yeah.
So,
holy shit. I mean, who else would it be? Do you mean? You know
and then
I
I was just so mad at him because I was like, you don't have to go back into the office anymore. Like, I have to go show my face to all of these people.
You got wrecked.
But I'm like, it's like so good that you like can't tell that it's me, but it is me and everybody knows that it's me.
Yeah.
And one of my friends at work, we were like very close and she was like, at least your ass looks good. I was like, thank you for saying that.
That's a good friend right there.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
So yeah,
one of the craziest stories.
that was the story of how my nudes got leaked to work.
I have like somewhat of a similar story to share. So when me and my last boyfriend had broken up, I had like moved home and I hadn't heard from him for like months. It was like multiple months, maybe like 6 months. And I'm like fully partying, going out. It's a Friday. I'm like waiting for my Uber to come. While I'm getting ready, I'm like seeing messages from like kind of a weird account, like trying to message me on Instagram. And I was like, weird. Well, I have like a 30-minute Uber. I'll wait for them to look at it. Mm-hmm. Let me like finish getting ready so I can like leave as soon as possible.
Weird account in what way?
Like I just have never seen they're trying to like send me messages and I've never seen the @ like I'm like, what name is that? Like I don't know who that is.
Sure.
But I was like, oh, I'll just like deal with it when I'm in the Uber. So I like finish getting ready and I'm downstairs and then I am like just like chatting with my dad, waiting for my Uber. We're like laughing and I start getting like calls from my ex and I'm like, the fuck? Like I just declined the first because I'm like, I literally haven't thought about you for so long. Like leave me alone. Like
it's
seriously,
been so
like
long
let's
since
not
you've talked.
Yeah, like let's not do this. And then I'm also about to go out. Like, don't fuck up my headspace. Like, I'm about to have fun. You know what I mean? Like, I was so excited, felt so cute, whatever. So then he calls again. I'm like, oh my God, I don't understand what's going on. Then I like go outside. I'm waiting for the Uber because they're like almost there. They call again. I'm like, all right. Like, I'm just gonna like call him back at this point because like something must be wrong. I don't really know. And so I call him back and he's like, I'm so sorry. I told them I would pay. They still sent it. Like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, whoa. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, they sent what? Like, what did they send? Yeah. And he was like, you didn't see it? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh my God, I paid them $1,000. And I was like, you paid them what? Fuck. Like, he paid them $1,000. So I immediately pull up my phone, go to Instagram, try to find the message. It's been unsent. I was like, fuck, you motherfucker. I was so pissed. So now I know who sent it. I don't know what was sent. And all I know it was worth $1,000 not to have me see it. And so I was like thinking, oh, it's for sure like maybe they were on Snapchat and like maybe, I don't know, sending stuff back and forth inappropriate. And like that's completely fine. Like we're literally not together.
Right.
And
like,
I don't care. And so anyway, I move on. Like, I'm like, literally don't ever do that again.
But wait, in that conversation, did you not be like, what was it?
I did, but he was like evading the he wouldn't tell me.
Okay.
He was like, it was just like stuff like she shouldn't send. Right. So I'm just like, what the honestly, I also didn't want to be speaking to him. So I kind of just like, basically like, don't do that again. Don't pay the money. Let them send it next time. We don't need to do this. Like, we are not together anymore. Maybe if you were cheating on me, that would be worth it. $1,000. Like, you good, bro? No. So I just told him, like, if that ever happens to you again, which I hope it doesn't, like, who actually falls for shit like that? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Whatever. I was like, if that happens again, don't pay him. Like, period. And then I hung up. And then we just moved on. And
all the messages from this girl were deleted,
like basically deleted. Yeah, I couldn't see whatever they were.
That you didn't like it. There wasn't like, hi, I have something to tell you.
No, like she was able to unsend everything.
Okay.
And so I don't know if she thought we were still talking. I don't know. Nor do I fucking care. But basically, a while later, I was talking to a friend of his, and I was just like, who's also one of my really good friends, and it just came to me, and I was like, we were talking about that situation because he knew about it, and I don't know what it was. Like to that point in time, I would kind of thought like, oh, it's just like was like whatever sexting between them or something, and then it just immediately came to me, and I was like, wait, I was like, do you remember when that happened? He's like, yeah. I'm like, do you think it was videos of us? And he was like, wait, it had to be.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. No, it had, because why else would you be sending that and then sending $1,000 to like make sure it wasn't seen? And there were lots
would be
of proof
if he was like sending stuff of you.
Yeah. So to this day we don't know.
But that's crazy to think about, like a girl having that kink, you know? Because I feel like
but I've heard of it. Like really? I know people who have that kink. Yeah,
I feel like I know of guys, but I've like never heard of a girl having that kink.
Maybe
but, like,
he fucking had that kink. I don't know, but I just don't really get like why he would spend that much money if it was just videos and photos of them doing stuff if like we were over. Yeah. Unless he cared that much about like potential in the future.
It had to be something involving you to then have her be like, okay, I'm going to send this to this girl. Yeah. You know, because how else like, would she also like know about me?
You? Like, why would I get pulled in if it wasn't like about me?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure. And there was a lot of content. Like,
sometimes the internet is scary because there are like hackers and stuff out there. Yeah. And people who will do you dirty.
Yeah. So that's my nudes being leaked story.
Oh my God. So crazy.
Yeah. So I feel like he definitely, it was possible as well that he like wanted to like keep things as an open opportunity maybe, because flash forward over 9 months past like breaking up and stuff, me and this other person started talking. Like I wasn't really posting him, so I don't really know how he would like have a radar for this. But
you and Mr. Fiance started talking.
Not
just this other person.
Yeah, you're right. Mr. Fiance and I started talking, and it was obviously very serious very fast. We started literally like dating a month in, so I'm probably 11 months post breakup, and I get asked out like in the cutest way ever, and like this whole time I'd been like kind of telling him like, you're not a rebound, like I'm so serious, like I really like you, like this is really different for me,
right? Because Mr. Fiance knew you were kind of like fresh out of a relationship.
As soon as we met, he knew like it wasn't more than a year past, and so like I think he was a bit like, I don't want to be a rebound, which is so fair, but I was like genuinely like, you're not, like you don't understand, like I wasn't ready to not be single anymore, but for you I'm ready kind of thing, this is really different. But yeah, it was a lot of like convincing kind of thing, and like he asked me out, but like before he asked me out, he's like, I just want to make sure, like absolutely positive that you like don't have feelings for him still, and this isn't like a rebound thing, and like you don't want to rush into a relationship just to feel better. And I'm like, I get it. I don't know how many crazy girls you've been with, but like not happening right now. Like I've been over it since like day 7, like not down at all. Like there's no interest. I don't speak to him.
Right.
And I don't want to. So he asked me out. It's all cute. We're like, we go to the beach. We watch the sunset after. We're like playing music. It's like out of a movie. We're literally pulling up to his house. Like I'm going to go get my nails done with Lucia. And so I got to go. As I'm getting out of the car, like as we're pulling up, big fat face on my phone is my ex-boyfriend calling me.
It was his face too.
His face pops up with his name.
Oh no.
And I just stare at it like you would think my ass would like throw it across the car and be like, oh, my mom's calling me.
What's that?
I'm literally like this. And he's like, what? And then looks and he's like, the fuck? Like basically you just told me you don't speak to him now. Why is he calling you then? So everything just gets called into question within the hour
worst timing,
of him like asking me out. And then I'm just like, oh my god. And he's like, call him back. I'm like, I don't want to call him back. Like I was like, there is no reason that he should be calling me. Like I literally told you we don't speak. I haven't spoke to him since the fucking nudes problem.
Right.
And that was like honestly the shortest conversation. I don't care about him. Like I'm done. I'm over it. Moved on. Don't know why he's calling. There's been no inclination as to like us ever having a chance
you're like,
again.
I swear this is so out of the blue.
This is wild timing. And he's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like so mad. Like storms inside. And he's like, you should call him back. Find out what he wants. And I was like, okay. So I call him back on my way to the nails. And I go, what the fuck do you want from me?
Yeah.
And he's like, I just want to like check in. Like, how are you? Oh, I'm fucking great. Thanks for fucking up, potentially. You know what's wild? What if that did fuck it up? And this is literally my future husband now.
You just ruined things with my future husband. That's what happened.
Thank God. We were fine. We worked through it. It was fine. But wild.
Literally the worst timing ever.
The radar on this man.
No, speaking of, even ever since Mr. Roommate and I ended, 2 guys from my past have reached out to me.
No, why is it like it's always like that?
I'm like, do you guys just like you guys have some sort of radar?
Something's happening.
Like
there's like a secret group chat.
It's so random. So random.
It makes no sense.
Like this guy I used to talk to in college, and then this other guy that I like talked to a little bit last year. Like, hey, want to go to this thing with me? Hey, what? Like, yeah, and I'm like, what is going on?
Like, I'm the one texting exes because I have a reason. Like, where are you coming from?
Literally. Leave the ex texting to me. I will handle it. If I want to reach out to you, I will.
Do not contact. Thanks.
God.
Anyways,
crazy.
that's my stories for now.
Oh, that ex put you through the fucking ringer.
Yeah, he just wouldn't leave me alone. I'm like, you literally broke up with me.
Yeah.
So, like, fuck off, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now this is like a little bit of segue into a different story.
Tell all part 2.
I am going to share a funny story about my stepdad. To give some background, I'm going to be delicate here, but my mom and I have always joked that like maybe he's slightly on the spectrum. Like just sometimes the social cues are like not there. And like we love him, right? He's amazing. He's so smart. He's so great. Such a sweet guy. I'm like so glad that he is my dad in my life. And this is just usually the story I tell to people when I'm explaining who he is.
Why am I scared a little bit?
So when I was graduating college, I got my breast augmentation, my boob job, whatever you want to call it. And I was in the process of doing that. And also, backstory, before getting this done, I had basically only been communicating with my mom about it, because why would you ever talk to your dad about that?
Right.
So I'm only talking to my mom about this. I asked her, like, I want to do this. Like, would you guys help me out with this? What do you think? And I'm assuming that she's doing all the communicating to him.
Yeah.
As she was. And so it gets around to the point where I'm going in for a consultation to talk about what size I wanted to get. And I was in my hometown for this, so it was also 2020, so it was COVID, and technically they weren't allowing people to go in with you for your appointments, because my mom was going to come with me and like be supportive and whatnot, and they wouldn't let her in with me. So she said, well, I'm just going to be driving around the area. Call me if you need anything. So I was like, okay, cool. Don't worry. I got this. And I go in, I'm sitting down, I'm talking with the doctor, we're talking sizes, and all of a sudden there's like a knock on the door, and I'm like sitting in like a doctor's office. It's like private room, just you and the doctor, like very much like a private appointment. There is a knock on the door, and what do you know? It's my stepdad.
What?
And mind you, at this point, I had no idea how much he knew about what was going on.
What? He's so, like, I have to support my girlie.
I am immediately so red in the face. I was so shocked. I didn't even know he knew I had this appointment, let alone what time, let alone where. And so he's there. He walks in, and I'm immediately like, what are you doing here? And he's like, oh yeah, mom told me about it. Like, I'm here to be here. Like, I'm here to support.
What
like,
a sweetheart.
So fucking sweet. But in the moment, I was like
petrified,
livid, petrified, mortified.
Oh, no.
So I'm like quickly texting my mom being like, what the fuck? And she goes, I told him about the appointment. I didn't know he was going to show up.
No.
And also, why did they let him in, but they wouldn't let my mom in?
That's what I'm confused about.
Like, how did he sweet talk his way back here?
It's like, my daughter, I need her.
So then,
her to feel safe in this appointment.
The appointment proceeds.
No. With him in there?
With him in there. We're sitting on a couch together, and we're talking about what size I want my boobs to be. And
did he have input?
Yes. It gets to the point in the appointment where they give you a bra and these different size like silicones to put in the bra, so you can like try it on with a shirt to see like what it would look like on your body. So I am trying on different sizes and coming out and showing. He's being like,
love it.
He's being like, the smaller one, the smaller one. And I'm like, of course you want the smaller one. And I was like, this is the most uncomfortable thing of
where's
my
my mother at this
entire life. Yeah, I was like, Mom, you better get here right now. This is horrible.
Like, yeah. You don't need to size up that high, honey.
But
Jesus.
My stepdad had no idea that like that was like not chill of him. He thought he was just being there and being supportive, which is so sweet.
So sweet.
But it's just so not
like,
the right
this is
space
not
or
what
time.
I pictured.
I'm like, you can support from afar.
Oh my God.
So that's just like a little bit of understanding as to why we say that he's on the spectrum.
I don't disagree with you. Oh my God. Some of the smartest people on this earth are fucking on the spectrum.
Literally. He is so smart.
Yeah, socially.
So smart. Yeah.
Yikes.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Dude, so y'all are close.
I just love how involved my parents are in my life.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
My God. That's really funny.
Good one.
Okay.
What you got next?
This is my last,
Okay.
our last story?
Yeah.
Or do you, okay.
Yeah.
All right, my last little tell-all story. So this is back in college. This is 2 exes ago. I was on and off, a bit toxic, for straight up 6 years with somebody. Like, it was so gnarly. He would invite me to go to the trips to Vegas with his fraternity as his date. I would happily oblige. He'd pay for the flight, so I'm there.
Nice.
And yeah, he came to visit here and there as well. Like everyone who was my friend knew about him, had literally met him, and we just were like sort of in this like accidental open relationship. Sometimes we were on, sometimes we were off. When we're off, it was still on though. Like we would be like, I love you, I miss you, like all the fucking like really relationshipy things.
Yeah. I didn't know like the open relationship part, like fully
not
defined
intention.
open.
No,
okay.
not defined. Like it was like in retrospect, that's what it was. Like we were just we would text all day, every day, throughout the day, throughout the night, every morning, good morning, like gnarly, like love you, like it. So everything was relationship except for the fact that like we were broken up.
Sure.
Or we had just broken up from being on, like whatever. It was so toxic.
Good.
It was so
good.
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
Yeah, so it's a great setup for what happens. So we're like yapping, and we're just so googly. Like we're probably close to being back on again. Like it's one of those things where like I would just get sick of it or whatever. Like U of A is just like that's where he went. It was just a hoe-filled town, and I like couldn't handle it from my point of view. Like it was just really difficult.
For sure.
And this is where all my trust issues come from. Okay, so he basically is like, I love you, I miss you, I hope you have like a great night, whatever. I'm like, love you too, have so much fun. Like I know that he's going out on a date thing. Like I know he like was transparent with me that like a girl asked him as a date. Tells me about that. Still says love you. Okay. Then silence. And I'm not just saying throughout the night, early morning, like I don't hear from him till like the following Monday. And I was like, really?
Also back up. You guys are saying love you as he's about to go on a date thing.
Like he made it seem like I'm so stupid. Like you don't
love you, have fun tonight with this girl.
Like I didn't think it was like that though. Like that was kind of the vibe. Like why would he tell me about it,
right,
if the intention was to like sleep
platonic.
with her?
Yeah. God,
right.
Man.
Yeah, so obviously he slept with her, and I was like, I knew that. I'm not fucking stupid. I'm like, okay, so I haven't heard from you and you're obviously guilty. Otherwise you would have texted me Sunday. If it was just like not in the morning, I would have been like, sketch, but like whatever. Monday, guilt, like full guilt, you know? And so I was like, I know what you did.
Yeah.
Don't even fucking play.
Don't even try to lie about this one.
Really not cute. Like, this is fine, like we're not together, but like don't be saying, because I wasn't mad that like we're not together, like I'm not mad that you slept with somebody. I'm mad that you were like, it's no big deal, I love you, let's have a great night, talk to you tomorrow, basically. And then you fucking ghost. Like that's fucked up,
right?
At this point, like we're setting boundaries in the open relationship, I guess. I don't know, like I was just pissed. And then I don't know, later that week I come home from class and all the girls come like running up to the door screaming at me like, oh my god, so cute. Because like most of the girls kind of knew I had some mans like in a different, because I would like leave on trips and stuff and like would never really commit to anybody, and people were always like asking questions and I would just be like and then I'd bring them to dances and stuff, and like they kind of knew about it,
right?
They're like, oh my god, you're like mans from Arizona sent you like flowers, it's so pretty, like oh my god. And they're like fucking awing and gooing and oh my god about it, and I like walk in and I'm like, I know for a fucking fact those flowers are sorry flowers.
Those are apology flowers.
Those are not I love you flowers. Those are I fucked up flowers. Walk in, dude, this thing was this big. It was on the piano. It was as big as the piano, and it was like, should I out him? Yeah, I think I should. He on the thing, it goes, I'm so sorry, babe, love you, hero.
Wait, what?
He would call himself hero. Like the narcissism on this man is so bad. Whoa. Yeah. So like obviously I take it and throw it in the dumpster immediately. And all the girls are like, what the
I fucking love that
like,
so much.
My ass is not sending another second of these girls being, oh my god, Brie, that's so sweet. Oh my god, this guy, like you should really give him a chance.
Everybody just watches you pick them up and take them to
I was literally like, these are not thank you, or these are not I miss you, love you flowers. And I like pick them up and just leave and like go to the dumpster. Like they knew I threw them out, and all of them were like,
like shit.
They didn't even ask. Like it was like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was there's the start of all my trust issues. Yeah,
So
and now every time, literally, now every time like someone gets me flowers, I'm like, what'd you do? Like, it's not like a cutesy thing anymore. So yeah, thanks a lot for that. Hero. We'll just call him Mr. Hero.
Yeah, you, Mr. Hero. I hate
Hero,
that.
you're the worst.
Well,
So yeah, that's the tell-all. Did I ever even tell you that story for real?
No, I don't think I got like the details. Now I'm like kind of just sitting back like, whoa.
It was so
I got a second to
you know
process
how I
that
say
one.
like it was toxic? Like it was toxic.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's
so if you have any of your toxic delusional stories to share with us,
Yeah.
I would love to hear some tell-all from our listeners, I feel like.
Yeah, we would love to share stories.
We just loved each other's speeches. I don't know how to outro.
Okay, we love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Let us know if you want more tell-all episodes.
Yes.
We probably have some more tea to spill.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that.
Of course.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.